Hi, my SQR book reviewers, the fans, the sponsors to be, the authors. Where would I be without your writings and thoughts on the world and how you view it, especially your autobiographies, which is what I will be sharing today. The book that has always been, or rather, the author has always been very close to my heart in terms of the profession I'm in. She's a woman that I've always looked up to since I started, my articles in audit. So the book has been long out, about this. It's been long out. Earlier on this year, she's been doing road shows, road trips, promoting Awakened to My True Self. Mam Nonkululeko Gobodo. So I know her from the audit space professionally. She's a great and rare feat for a black woman growing up in the apartheid era. She was told at 17 years old while pregnant that she would be a valiant voice of her generation. She would have laughed it off in disbelief. I can agree to this because with some of the shows that I've attended, one of them in specific, she's still very down to earth, humble soul, and her soft voice, I think for me, makes her even more deserving to be in the role she's in. We don't get that a lot, and I mean, to have someone so different in character, so soft in speaking, to be a heroine is not, it's uncommon. And yes, those are the kind of barriers we need to break, the sort of stereotypes that we need to break, saying that just because you are soft spoken, you can't be a hero in your own space. Oh, and they say here, the clarity in her voice comes through so well that it feels like she's in the room with you, narrating her life story in an unhurried conversation. Her discerning view on the ego and one's ability to be both wise and foolish, to be strong and weak, is meditative and inspiring. I can agree to this. So I just want to jump quickly to one of my favorite sections. The sections are made up of 10. One on the early years, one on second one on married at 17, chapter 3, the start of my career. 4, my journey as an entrepreneur. 5, the wilderness years, one of my favorite chapters. The merger, chapter 6. 7, finding my true self. 8, awaken global. 9, on economic transformation. Of course, I dwelled on this, so many markings on chapter 9. 10, on racism and prejudice, SQR, prejudice. And then she makes her acknowledgements and a profile of her. So I wanted to jump quickly to chapter. Wait, did I lose it now? No, this is not the chapter. Chapter 10. Chapter 10, good people. Yes, chapter 10, page 240. And she writes, right? Let us put things into context regarding the scourge of race and gender inequality. There is not enough research on the psychological effects of racism against black people and prejudice against women. We cannot wait for the research. We have to find solutions for the challenges faced by these two groups in the world. We can only use our own experience as a benchmark to find solutions. We have made some progress in the world on these topics through activism and protest action. You know, when I read this, right, it was really talking to me and my current challenges in the space that I'm in. You know, it's these are hard-hitting topics that we don't really confront as women, as Black people. They are still there even in this era. And I think when I read it, I said to myself, she's probably experienced the harshest ordeals of these the scourges. But I want that emphasis on these two topics. So yeah, it made me realize that we are not in it alone. I mean, those that come before us have went through it and have went through it in the most intense demeanor. So the only way to get through it is to go through it, right, and learn from their mistakes and improve and make the path easier for those that come after, because she's opened a lot of opportunities for us. I am here as an internal auditor, as a forensic auditor, because she made it possible for me. I am here as SQR business consulting in those audit spaces because she made it look possible. And I want to be the change that I wish to see for my kids and the kids that follow after them. So I'm gonna leave it there, guys. There's a lot that I can share with you from this book. She made a note to me. She says, Amy, there are no limits. Do not allow the struggles to discourage you, because visions do come true. So SQR Business Consulting, watch the space. Thank you, Ma'am Nonkululeko Gobodo. We really value you, we appreciate you, and we follow you on Awakened Global.